Mister, do you think you know who you are? Do you think you know what you can do? I'm telling you, you don't know a thing about yourself as long as you think you're limited. Why am I telling you? Why am I so fierce at this moment? I'm telling you, I did think I knew who I am. All the time I would be mild and gentle and peaceful and a humble being, and it's perfect to be like this. You know what I mean? It is perfect to be all this. And I tell you, I still am. But there's the other part of me, of you, of anybody, of us. Whatever you are practicing all the time, all the years of your life, what you think you're good at, what you should improve, and what you should be perfect in, because you're born with it. I'm telling you, there's much more in each of you. In my case, this you feel, you hear now, this fierce energy, this fire, and this pressure. Well, so much pressure because I've held it back all my life. What the hell did I do? I'm exploding, my goodness. You see, maybe it's not your part to learn this one, but I'm telling you, don't rely on that what you think you are. Don't rely on that what people are mirroring you. I'm telling you what you shall do or be. Just find out, just do it. Go on, try yourself, make mistakes, fall and fall again, and get up again. You cannot fail, you cannot do anything wrong. Just do it. Get back your natural energy. Get back your natural being, your whole natural being. No matter if you're young or old, if you're a man or a woman, no matter which country you've been raised, no matter whatever people told you are, no matter whatever you thought you will be, just be serious with yourself. Just be honest with yourself. Feel all the little things that want to come up in you and want to be expressed and lived and felt. Just go. Live it. Be it.
also a Soulogy One Studios production. Appreciate Chucky for the good beats. Let's do it. Confusing our minds, abusing our lives, deluding our pride, dividing mankind, forced brothers and sisters against each other, tried to own the spirit of Gaia Mother. You know her, she lives in you, you live in her, but you're supposed to love her, not own her. So before you go talking that talk you ain't walking, ask yourself, who are you? Are you better than me? Am I better than you? Is she? What about him? There is no sin, it's ours to win. No religious spin, it's not a game, it's a walk of fame. Soul highway. You getting my drift? It's been slowing us down. Got memories to recover, new worlds discovered. Removing the lines, that thine own self be true, uncovered. This truth set straight in our eyes. Shedding the skins, breaking the shell, removing this spell, another candidate trying to sell. If I'm going to hell, gonna be for my mind, heart, spirit curled into the arms of oneness. Not the false flags unfurled, lies bringing wars. I will not ignore a world we create ourselves. Cause I'm on the soul highway, man. There is no sin, it's ours to win. No religious spin, it's not a game. Walk of fame. Soul highway. I ain't chasing anything. I ain't bracing for anything. Man, God's no threat to me. Diamonds in the rough, we just as tough. Come through the same Stargate as my brothers. Come from the same palace, where all you sisters are the queens. We cannot rule out Anunnaki, reptilian bloodline royalty, Project Blue Beam. We're gonna rule in the gods we followed. You know, selling the Nirvana, come tomorrow. Sticking us with an attitude as long as it doesn't happen to me. It's okay if it happens to you? Nah, that's just not true. A little freestyle. And let me just roll the show out. And this is a the most special Soul Speaks 5D we've ever done. This is the month of completion, as so many of us have received. 9/9 is very significant to all of us today, as we leave the old paradigm and have done that inner work, and the star seeds, the light workers, fully engaging the removal of the veil this month as we move into an epic new beginning. Today we have not just the presence of all of you and your divine essences, we have the divine essences that have led us to this place and will continue to walk with us from this point forward. Also our star family, galactic families, angelics. We're all here creating a beautiful vortex from New York to Sedona, and we will permeate every single point on the grid through the ethers, and the most important grid that exists in this realm, and that is the grid of the human hybrid soul, as our etherical hands hold each other and we form these incredible ley lines all across this globe as we take this Mother Earth and the universe to a level, dimension, universes, expansion, elevation that it's never seen before. So I want to welcome all of you valiant, beautiful, eternal souls to this broadcast, and I want to welcome the beautiful divine goddess, Shekinah Rose. This is quite an honor for all of us to be sharing space in this very special time, and welcome to the show, Shekinah.
Thank you. It's good to be here finally for us to connect. It's taken a little while. Yeah.
There's been a lot go on since the last time, including that blood moon at the end of last month. I'm going to go ahead and we'll go through. We'll just stay with this frequency. I want to announce to everybody that over the last 48 hours, primarily with the guidance of the Mother Goddess, I've been instructed and directed to head to Sedona and to launch finally in the incredible vortex that Sedona is, with the help of our crystal family, which has been emerging, as Shekinah has told us throughout this year. In Sedona, we are going to launch the 24-hour a day, 7-day a week, 365-day a year continuous Universalcast, multiple channels, the voice for the entire world. Each and every one of us is equivalent. Each and every one of us has a voice, and we are going to launch it from Sedona. And so this will be the beginning of many gatherings as we're all coming together and being pulled together. And I want to thank Shekinah and everyone and the Mother Goddess and our galactic families that are present today for helping me to stay strong, and Morgan Lee and so many different people to get us to this point. So we're going to launch it. It's going to happen over the next 10 or 12 days. It's going to happen from Sedona, and we're going to be doing a lot of broadcasting. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Shekinah and however she would like to proceed.
Okay. As we were speaking, Todd, there's that presence that came in, and that beautiful feminine presence, that there's been some sacred divine presences coming in. But just today, and right over, she's like right over to my left is Mother Mary. So Mother Mary and the Rosary is coming forth for these connections right now, for every single person listening, all people that will be connecting through this broadcast. And Mother Mary is, I don't know, Mother Mary actually came to me here in Sedona at the Cathedral Rock Vortex, and she brought the Rosary. And so I don't know her really any other way except for an ascended being who came and is helping us with our higher hearts. It's like she helps us through the Rosary, actually in the violet flame. It's very prevalent at Cathedral, and what I was showing you before I had to bring that in was the Mother Mary Rosary activator. This is when she appeared at Sedona when I first got here. So her energy is very and of our connection of the sacred divine feminine. However, Gaia has been speaking. That song that you recently sang through me, the crystals are so being awakening, like you were saying, especially here in Sedona this year when the crystals came. Now Todd, you'll see when you come here. I feel like I'm on a crystal city here in Sedona. There's crystals essence through the whole rocks, and you'll see crystals, out on the trail. If you go on the land, you'll see like the actual crystals. They're in the rocks. Okay, they're in the rocks. They're in the red rocks.
Yeah.
And but this year, however, the crystals started to like manifest. Just like tons of them. And when they did, they awakened this energy. Like I would be on the mountain and I would stop. This was like in the beginning of the year when it was, we could have some weather, and I would just stop and I would feel this energy like rushing through my being. And I wasn't even for sure what was happening, but there was like little tears that would come down my face because I was feeling this extraordinary like energy on the mountain. And at that moment, it was a cloudy day. I remember it little snow flurries, and there was a little hole, and the sun peeked out like in a ray, just like a little ray, just once. And I looked down, and there was all this sparkling, and there was a crystal at my feet, and then the clouds, came back, and there was no more light. And what I felt was, it was like this life force going through my whole entire body, like the cells, it was like increasing the light force of joy, of like home frequency. And it's been really, really extraordinary. And of course, I've been making the Pleiadian stargates for some years, so now I've been able to actually use these crystals and devices. And in the star resonator, these crystals, Todd, started communicating with me like in a portal. And they're more like, the crystals here are physical manifestation on this planet, but it is a way I have a foundation and a portal away, because the crystals started communicating with me through like the living light. When you talk about the language of light, what I'm experiencing now, Todd, is like the living light, and it's extraordinary. And it's like it starts out like with white light. It's like moving, and it's living like a crystal, and then it becomes then it becomes the light. Wow. And this what these crystals are, and this comes from, actually, believe it or not, I was told Atlantis, the golden age of Atlantis. We were all there, and we've come back.
Okay.
And I started to have a different view of what I thought God was, and for the first time in my life, I started feeling God was right here, the God within.
Right.
And my intuition just started kicking off, and...
Well, yes and no, because everything is always that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is very important to clear your shadow selves, to heal your past and future aspects within you, so that you can run your energy and make room for more of your higher self to integrate into the body and to ground that energy into the planet. And when you do that, it goes into the collective consciousness stream, or the grid, where we're all connected. And that by doing your own clearing and making room and expansion to bring more of your higher self in and ground that source energy into the planet, it's going to help raise the vibration of this plane or the planet that we're on, and also help other people to have their triggers and awakenings happen, because they're going to, they can't help but receive that vibrational force that shakes things up within them and allows things to start coming into their reality. And it's basically a matter of living their life that does it, because it's unfolding in their reality. It's like when something unfolds in your day that really triggers you to bring up an emotion, that is a blessing. That's what's helping you see what needs to be cleared. And if it keeps coming up over and over again, you're either avoiding it, suppressing it, or there's some other nefarious thing going on in the fourth dimensional astral realm that's tied to you, that's you know, pushing you to try to steal energy from you. So we could, I mean, I'm giving kind of vague answers in a way, because we could talk about this for days, as you know. But so I think besides clearing and transmuting, the next thing to make sure that you're doing is grounding the energies as you are connected to your higher self and source. It's not really higher self, oversoul, and source, but that's what I say, because I need to wrap my mind around the levels of expansion that I am on another level. That's what I say, higher self, oversoul, and source. And embody that, be that, and speak those codes of higher vibration and love.
Apocalypse, defined as disaster, catastrophe, destruction. Yet the root of the word has an entirely different meaning. Uncovering, disclosure, revelation. I seriously doubt any of us haven't some personal recollection beginning from our earliest memories of divine episodes, be it thought, occurrence, visitation, or other forms of communication, intervention from the other side. The world we live in has conditioned us to reason them away as aberrations, luck, or coincidence. However, we live in an age now where coincidence has given way to the truth of universal synchronicity. The language we all share, a sacred geometric language, a code, the breadcrumb trail home, as fluid as the stars and cosmic alignment of the planets and the galaxies, and as sure as a cycle of seasons. Just as there is a common truth and underlying element connecting the sacred books, also found in the sciences, there is the same thread of divine communication in astrology, physics, numerology, and even in the etymology of the many diverse human languages for most of our history. Much of these ideas, events, channelings, transmissions have been off target of the social norm. All we need do is reference such things as witches being burned at the stake, the suppression and omission of sacred wisdom and abilities, natural cures, psychic healing power and skills, in which such things were given credence only to religious icons and the rarely accepted gifts of human beings served posthumously long after their death. Examples such as Tesla, explained away as freakish, creative geniuses, litter our history, both the known and lesser known. But now, we're starting to understand as the consequences of the veil lifting drive us closer and closer to reality by removing false, historic storylines implanted by the ruling class, but more importantly, by the willingness of those common souls, primarily unknown, to come out with their own stories and details of their own divine interaction. This is new to the contemporary world, and although the mainstream media does not promote these storylines, the information age, powered by the internet, a direct physical manifestation of the ethers, will not allow, by virtue of universal law, the truth to be hidden, surfacing more and more by the day at a wider berth and more rapid pace. Telepathy through imagery, sound, color, frequency, and vibration is taking hold in what can only be described as a mass awakening. My story is no different than many. In fact, we will all realize in our own time and in our own way the truth of who we are, and what we are a part of. A common ground I refer to as the soul highway. Slowly, by the constraints of the physical mind letting go, we will all arrive to the same conclusion. Supernatural skills, by human terms, abilities once only attributed to gods, to be played out on the universal landscape, materializing before our eyes against the backdrop of a world seemingly gone awry. One need look no further than the absurdity of a world running out of tricks, no longer effective on the masses, false flags unveiled, political lunacy so outlandish that the only thing more humorous is the fact that we actually believed and contributed to the very consciousness that we had been held prisoner to. Some would say there is no humor in it at all, and from a human standpoint, that is entirely true. But we are anything but human beings. We are soul. The old adage, excuse utilized so often, I am only human, no longer applies, because to claim divinity is to claim perfection, and that is all there is to it. No middle ground exists. It is either one or the other, and make no mistake, by accepting the human-only connotation, we accept the downward spiral of the human race, and by accepting gnosis, knowing we are divinity, we immediately begin to transform, change, manifest from the inside our own spiritual well-being, transferring that sacred primordial energy that is the soul, Chi in the east, Holy Spirit in the west, onto what is becoming a new earth, dictated by the higher understanding, unconditional love, and pure intention we all came into this world with. The trigger is our free will, and this is what ascension is all about. No one can do it for another. Each one of us is a center of the universe, having come here to experience fear and separation, to come full circle to expand ourselves in the process, elevate the original thought of the one, as above, so below. One is the other.
Complete darkness swallowed me whole, broken, beaten, can't take anymore. Body abused, alone, crazy, hiding scars, body parts. Rearranged, my child inside, completely gone. I beg for mercy, no more fight. Done, 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 I surrender. Comic hold slowly releases, I lay still, silent. I can feel, help is on its way this time. I died, I came home, I am reborn. From a golden diamond string, her eyes so kind, her heart whole. She descended from the heavens, reaching, pulling a gift from source. She kisses my mouth, she holds out her hand, I take it. I'm ready to be free from suffering. I am ready to live, I am ready to heal, I am safe, I am love, I am soul, I am. Complete darkness swallowed me whole, broken, beaten, can't take anymore. Body abused, alone, crazy, hiding scars, body parts. Rearranged, my child inside, completely gone. I beg for mercy, no more fight. Done, 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 I surrender. Comic hold slowly releases, I lay still, silent. I can feel, help is on its way this time. I died, I came home, I am reborn. From a golden diamond string, her eyes so kind, her heart whole. She descended from the heavens, reaching, pulling a gift from source. She kisses my mouth, she holds out her hand, I take it. I'm ready to be free from suffering. I am ready to live, I am ready to heal, I am safe, I am love, I am soul, I am.